Hi, Sue Wilson. I've got a lovely card that just involves a little bit of what I call pattern building to make a really quick and simple Christmas card. So I'll show you what we'll be using. We have the Christmas Wishes, which is one of our new mini sentiments. And we are using from the Festive collection, the Marie die. And we're also using the Anita die. Okay, so I've basically cut everything I need here. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've cut the Maria 4 times. So you can see here what we have. And I've just cut each of these down the center on a paper cutter. Now, the thing is, sometimes the very center here is quite thin on this little piece. Sometimes you'll get it to come out and sometimes you won't. But it doesn't really matter, so don't actually worry about that. In fact, you can even nip that little piece off if it bothers you, if it's just hanging there. So what I'm going to do is I've got a piece of white card with a little bit of Arctic blue backing on it, and I think it is 4 by 4. Yes, 4 inches by 4 inches square. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the Marie dies onto the edge of these. So each one of these will get a little bit of spray glue, and I'm going to just set them to get a little bit tacky. There's those 2. And one more. Save those for a second. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take each one of these halves and we're going to line it up along the edge of the white here. It's going to be just a hair short on either side, so just try to center it the best you can. And because it's white on white, you don't notice that little piece that's there, so don't panic at all about that. It just goes into the edge of the card and it's hardly noticeable at all. There we go. If it bothers you in any way, you could do it with cutting more dies and just using 1/2 that ends up with the centerpiece to it. But this is a lot quicker and easier this way. Okay, get that on there. And this one. Okay, right along the edge. Give it a good press. Now what I'm going to do is bring in a couple of these 5mm white pearls, and we can even put a little bit of glue here on the corners. Let's get these. Tiny bit right in there. There, right in there. I'm going to pop a pearl right onto these corners. It just gives a nice little accent, plus it kind of hides that little bit that is open on the ends. Pearls are great for hiding little things. Okay, there we go. So now I've got a piece of the Arctic blue felt mark card, and I've cut this, I believe this is 5 3/4 inches square. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to center this in a diamond orientation, and I've got some mounting foam here already on the back of it. And I'm going to pop that down, see how close to center I can get these. And that looks pretty good. That particular type of mounting foam allows you to kind of reposition if you need to. So now I can go back in with the other 4 that I've cut, or the other 2 that I've cut in half to make 4. Add some glue to the back. There. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to put these on the opposite way, but I'm going to just tuck the edge of that right under so that this side here and this side here make contact with the edge of the blue card. So you won't see that cut edge again. Okay, and just pop it a little teeny bit under there. Okay, give it a good press. And that'll just keep everything even going all the way around. And this last one here, there we go. So now what you have is something that sort of recreates the same pattern but on two different levels. So you've got the blue and the white showing through, but you get that same pattern coming around, so it's really quite pretty. I'm going to bring in my backing. I've got a white paper pierced edge, and then I've used another little mat of the Arctic blue. It's a very pretty soft blue. Really like this color. I'm going to pop that on. Oh, I moved my pearl. There, let's go back into place. Hold on, I'll fix that in a minute. Put that right into the center. My fingers are sticky, so it's not. There we go. Oop, it's staying with my finger and not the cardstock. We'll put a little more glue down for it. There we go. Okay, get that a second to set up. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and add some pearls to the corners of the background, because I think that'll look really nice. That's not going to sticky. A little bit of glue here, 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 and here. That should do the trick. Adds a nice little accent for the corners too. There we go. So now we just need our focal element. So I've gone ahead and cut the Anita out of the blue, the Arctic blue. I've got all the little detail, and I've done a white backing. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back. There we go. Line that up over the background. Give it a second. There we go. Get that all pressed on nice. And I've got some mounting on the back. So that is going to sit right in the middle there. Okay. The sentiment, I've gone ahead and cut the Christmas wishes in both coconut white and in a silver, antique silver. I'm just going to use the silver as a little bit of a shadow. So put a little bit of spray on the back of the white one. Going to offset it ever so slightly just to get a tiny bit of that silver to show. And move it across. There we go. And you'll find, because all the letters aren't completely hooked together, there's a tiny bit of movement, so you can kind of move them around a little bit to get them where you need them to be. And then let's see if I can even use some Cosmic on the back of this to get a really nice bond. And pop that into the center. I think I'll use a little glue too. And that'll seat right across the middle of that Anita die. And I think just because it's a very simple overall pattern, I'm going to add a few pearls to the bottom of this, just along here. Let's do one there, one there, and across the top. That'll really frame in that sentiment nicely too, I think. And one more. Oops, missed that one. Let's try. There we go. And there you have it. How lovely and easy was that? I just think it's so nice to be able to show off your dies in a different way. So cutting them, raising them, lowering them, but still keeping that pattern gives you such a pretty look, don't you think? Hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget, we have so many more on our YouTube channel. All you have to do is like us and subscribe.